Z plane. Question is like this: determine the Z transform of the sequence x of n equal to minus u of minus n minus 1 plus 1 by 4 to the power n u of n. Also find poles, zeros, and represent ROC on the Z plane. So let us solve this example. First, I will write the definition of Z transform, because we have to find the Z transform for the given sequence. So for that, I will write the definition of Z transform. So the Z transform of the sequence x of n is calculated by x of Z is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n Z to the power minus n. Okay, this is the definition of Z transform. Now, before substituting the given sequence in the formula of ZT, let us observe here. First, I will write what is the value of u of minus n minus 1. So first, I will write definition of step signal. U of n is a step signal. It has amplitude 1 for the time range n is greater than or equal to 0, else it is 0. Okay, it is the definition of Z transform. But we have u of minus n minus 1. So for the step signal, two operations are performed here. One is time shifting operation, that is step signal is shifted by one samples. Delay is there. Delay means right side we have to shift one samples. Then after that, that resulting signal is we have to take the reflection because minus is there. Okay, as per the precedency rule, here in this case two operations are involved. First we have to perform time shift followed by reflection. So then we can write u of minus n minus 1. It is also having amplitude 1, but the thing is that time for which value, for n is less than or equal to minus 1, else it is 0, else it is 0. Nothing but the value of this u of minus n minus 1 is 1 only for what, n is less than or equal to minus 1. Okay, let us substitute. I'm going to substitute. There are two parts are there. So I'm going to write this definition of Z transform as x of Z is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. First, directly I will substitute the given sequence in the definition of Z transform here. It is minus u of minus n minus 1. Okay, then Z to the power minus n, one part, plus summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. First part is we substitute here. Then second part, that is 1 by 4 to the power n u of n Z to the power minus n. So second part we substituted. Then go for simplification of this one. Here minus is there. I will take it outside. I will rearrange the terms. First I will write this one, next I will write this one. Okay, hence x of Z is equal to, this part I will write first, this part I will write second. That is because it is a positive value, it is a negative value is there. That is summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity 1 by 4 to the power n u of n Z to the power minus n. So this minus I will take it outside, minus summation n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity u of minus n minus 1 Z to the power minus n. Fine. Next is simplification. Okay, if I'm replacing this term by 1, so then limit changes from this is nothing but what, minus infinity to minus 1, minus infinity to minus 1, like that. Is it clear? Okay, let's take. Now I'm going to write stepwise. X of Z is equal to If I am replacing this by 1 means, as per the definition of step signal, it is from 0 to infinity. It is from 0 to infinity. Hence, this summation changes from n equal to 0 to infinity 1 z to the power minus n. Z to the power minus 1 we can write 1 by z. So here I will write 1 divided by 4 z. Power term will take common n. Okay. Then minus as it is. Summation. Here limit changes from, if I am replacing this by 1 means, then limit changes from minus infinity to minus 1 z to the power minus n. Okay, let us simplify one by one. First I will solve this part, next I will solve this part. Okay, first part of this our equation we can solve. Summation n equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 4, 1 divided by 4 z is there to the power n. So this one we are going to solve what? Summation n equal to 0 to infinity a to the power n formula, that is 1 divided by 1 minus a. By using this formula we can solve this one. 1 divided by 1 minus a. A means what? 1 divided by 4z. 1 divided by 4z. If and only if what? If and only if what? Mod of a is less than 1. Here a equal to what? 1 by 4z. Mod of 1 by 4z is less than 1. Then only it is valid. Okay, simple thing. So nothing but it is this value is present for this case. Mod of a is less than 1. Here a equal to 1 by 4z. This will give the ROC of this part. ROC of this part means, let us take z towards other side. Hence we can write mod of z is, if you take z this side means mod of z is greater than 1 by 4. This is what? ROC of this part. ROC of this part. Fine. Further simplification, this one we can take LCM is what? 4z. Otherwise I will take z. Z will go to the numerator divided by z minus 1 by 4. Okay, this part we solved. Next go for second part. The second part of the problem, that one I will take minus as it is. Summation n equal to minus infinity to minus 1 z to the power minus n is there. Here I will assume n equal to m. Here I will assume n equal to minus m. N equal to minus m means what happens? Put n equal to minus m. Put n equal to minus m. Then this equation becomes minus as it is. Here what we substituted? N equal to minus m. Minus minus get cancels. What we got? Plus infinity. Here also what? N equal to minus 1 is there. If you substitute minus m equal to minus 1, minus 1 minus 1 get cancels. It is 1. Z to the n equal to what we taken? Minus m. So minus into minus, it is plus m. So this step, see here, always you have to write lower value to higher value. 1 is lower, so I will rewrite this as minus as it is. M equal to 1 to infinity z to the power m. Very simple. If I add 1 and subtract to 1, there is no change in the result. Adding 1 and subtracting 1, there is no change in the result. Why I added 1 and why I subtracted 1? Reason is that here if you substitute m equal to 0, what will get? Z to the power 0. Z to the power 0 means 1. So this one we can write togetherly. We can write this one as minus as it is. Summation m equal to 0 to infinity z to the power m. Okay, minus 1. So further simplification, minus as it is. So I will multiply minus to this one. So 1 minus summation m equal to 0 to infinity z to the power m. So this one we have to solve by using the formula summation 0 to infinity a to the power n. That is nothing but 1 divided by 1 minus a. Same formula. Let us solve this by using that formula, then we are getting answer as this part. If you are solving this part, 1 minus 1 divided by a. A is what? Here a is, here a is z, 1 minus z. So further simplification, LCM is 1 minus z. Okay, LCM is 1 minus z, then 1 minus z minus 1 divided by 1 minus z. Okay, next simplify. 1 get cancels, hence we got minus z divided by 1 minus z. Otherwise, if you multiply the numerator and denominator by minus 1, we are getting z divided by z minus 1. So this is the second part. So add these two things, hence we got x of z is equal to, adding first part result and second part result. So here also condition is what? This is holds good when mod of a is less than 1. A is what? Z. So mod of z is less than 1. This is what? ROC of the second part of the signal. Okay, next add these two things, join these two things. So first part result is what? Z divided by z minus 1 by 4, and second part answer is z divided by z minus 1. Its ROC is what? Its ROC is mod of z is greater than 1 by 4. This is ROC, and ROC of the second part is what? That is mod of z is less than 1. Okay, so observing these two things, we can say that ROC is present where? ROC lies outside the circle of radius 1 by 4, but ROC lies inside the circle of radius 1. Nothing but it is the ROC lies in between two circles. One is radius 1 by 4, another one is radius 1. Hence we can say that ROC is what? It is annular ring. ROC is what? Annular ring means it lies between, here I will write, mod of z is what? It is greater than 1 by 4 and less than 1. Correct? It is our ROC. So ROC is calculated. Let's calculate Z transform. So Z transform is also calculated, but in order to find poles and zeros of the Z plane, we have to simplify this result. So I'm going to simplify. Next is take the LCM. X of Z is equal to Z into Z minus 1 plus Z into Z minus 1 by 4 divided by Z minus 1 by 4 multiplied by Z minus 1. Okay, simplification is there. So further step is, here I will write Z into Z, Z square minus Z plus Z square minus 1 by 4 Z. Okay, divided by Z minus 1 by 4 into Z minus 1. So next step is x of Z is equal to Z square plus Z square, 2Z square minus Z minus 1 by 4 Z. That one we can write minus 5 by 4 Z divided by Z minus 1 by 4 into Z minus 1. So it is our Z transform for the given sequence. So next is what? Finding the poles and zeros. Very simple. Equating the numerator polynomial will give zeros, and equating the denominator polynomial will give poles. Very simple. Here it is difficult to equate, so for that reason I will take Z outside. If I take Z outside means what I am getting? 2Z minus 5 by 4 divided by Z minus 1 by 4 into Z minus 1. So let us equate the numerator to the 0. So how many zeros are, how many zeros are there? There are two zeros. That is, one is zeros, 0, 1 is equating z equal to 0, this one, and second one z2, z2, 2z minus, z2 equal to what? 2z minus 5 by 4 equate to the 0. So what we get? Simplification, 2z is equal to 5 by 4, hence z equal to, take two other side of this equal sign, 5 by 8. So second zero is where? At 5 by 8. So we have two zeros, one zero is at the origin and second zero at the z2 equal to 5 by 8. These two are the zeros. Let us go for calculation of poles. Okay, now equate the denominator polynomial to the 0. So first pole p1 equal to, equate z minus 1 by 4 is equal to 0, hence p1 equal to,
कब से
hello, mute your phone. Hello. Okay, next p1 equal to, we got 1 by 4. Next go for second calculation of pole, p2 equal to, equating the second one, that is z minus 1 equal to 0, hence p2 equal to 1. So we have two poles, one is at 1 by 4 and another one is at 1. So let us represent all these things on the z plane. I am going to represent. Okay, this is imaginary part of z plane, this is the real part of z plane. Fine. So this is z plane. Now we have two circles. We have two circles. One is having the radius 1 by 4, small circle having radius 1 by 4. Second one is having the radius 1. This is radius 1. This is 1 by 4. But ROC is where? ROC lies. Here we can see. Here we can see. This is ROC. It is our ROC. ROC lies outside the circle of radius 1 by 4, but inside the circle of radius 1, nothing but it is annular ring. It looks like a ring. Okay. Now it lies between 1 and 1 by 4. This is our ROC. So it is our ROC. Next, representation of zeros. 1 0 is at where? Here. This is 0 at the origin. It is Z1, first 0. Next 0 is where? At 5 by 8. It is 1 by 4. It is 5 by 4. Sorry, it is 1. But in between is there. That is represented by 0. This is second 0. It is 5 by 8. It is 0. It is 5 by 8. Next, representation of poles. First pole is here. This is first pole, P1 at 1 by 4. Second pole is where? It is here. Second pole, P2 equal to 1. So likewise, we have to represent zeros, poles, and the z planes